And I'm gonna screen share now my computer with you guys and show you the marketing stuff. So everybody knows how to log in to the marketing, I hope. If you don't or never have, most likely your password is going to be C21-NE. If you can't get in, shoot Rob an email. He'll help you. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've done a lot with marketing in Maxa, and you'll see too, like this one I just made. So I made this right before you guys came online. And this is something you guys can use as well. And I may tweak it a little bit. I literally did that in like 5 minutes. And I just took the background that we had already of this with a different message here, and I turned it into this. So something simple as this picture right here is actually gonna show your friends and family that you are still active, right? So would you say, looking at that, most likely someone's gonna say, oh, she's still working. They don't think I'm just sitting at home watching Netflix, right? So that's the type of stuff you want to throw out there. And I'm going to show you how simple it was to make this, because it literally took 5 minutes. Now, I know that obviously for me, it's going to take 5 minutes because I do this stuff all the time. But even for someone who doesn't have the experience, this shouldn't take that long, maybe 20 minutes. So I already saved it, so I don't need to save it, but I'm going to X out and just show you what I did. So I went to create new design. I went to social media posts, and I clicked on Office Social. So if you click on holidays, that's where Brittany put all the stuff for holidays. The stuff that's easy to kind of change the wording and keep in line with our branding is Office Social. So I clicked on Office Social, and I scrolled down to something that had kind of like a geometric background, like this one. Any of these would really work. Like this one would be cool too. And then I just clicked on it. I did create design. So from here, I'm gonna leave all the background alone, but the words are gonna change. So here I just delete, literally click on delete on my keyboard. Here I delete, and here I delete. And the next thing I do, I have to make this smaller, is I go to the shapes. See the shapes right here? And I clicked on this guy right here. Actually, nope, I lied. I clicked on the rectangle. Where's my little rectangle? When is it? Yeah, right here. So I clicked on the rectangle, and then I went up here to transform, and I'm going to flip this little guy around to 90 degrees. So I want to move it over, okay? So pretty simple so far, right? So now I take this little box here and I make it a little bigger. And then if you click on this little guy up here, transform, then here you actually have your transparency. And now it becomes a little bit clearer. See that? Mm-hmm. So, and then you're probably wondering, well, where do I put the, text? So for the text, click on this little add text. And then here's where I wrote the message. So I basically said, we're open. And then add text. And then the rest was just kind of editing. And that's the part that, although it took me 5 minutes, might take you guys a little longer. So make it a little bigger. And then if you click on it, you will then get this little drop down here of fonts. And then there's that. And if you want to create like different textures for the fonts, then I would start another sentence. So here I would say, we do videos on social media, like that, right? And then click add, and then there. So now see how that's smaller? I can also make it a different font. So whatever you want to change line by line, you want to create its own box. Because I can edit this, but I wouldn't be able to just edit the open. So you definitely want to kind of separate the words based on the font you want to use, okay? All right, so the next thing I would do is I want to create a little line. So if I go back to the photos, see this little guy right here? Now I can put that little line. if I want to change the color, I can do so in that little box. Some of these down here are auto-saved, like black and gray. So if you just want to put a gray box, you could do that. And then we did again another line. So here is where I said, you know, just like something like contact me now, whatever I want to put, and then add text. And that was it. That literally was the ad. And then now all I have to do is go here to image, save, and now I have it saved as a picture. And now I can go to my Facebook and go to my business page or my personal. I mean, if you guys want, I'll do it on my personal because I haven't done it yet on that. So I'll go to my personal page and then I will literally just click on photo. And I'm going to click on the one that I did that was good, which is mine, this one, and then open.
Sophie, can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely, please.
Could you explain for those who don't know the difference between their personal page and their business page?
Absolutely.
Why they need to have a business page?
Perfect. So right here we have, I'm just going to post it and just show you guys. If I wanted to say something, I could literally just say social distancing has made us more productive. Like I could say anything before I post that and that would be written up here. But this right now, I'm just going to leave it on my page and that's my personal page. So now even everybody on this call who's my friend will see that. Now, what's very interesting about Facebook, I'm going to tell you guys from an algorithm sense, is the more people that like a post, the more that it's going to actually be shown to everybody. So my advice is every single person on this call, which I think is about 40 people, add each other on Facebook. And the minute you see one of us make a post, like it immediately. Because by everyone liking each other's posts, that means our other friends, people that aren't realtors, are also going to see it end up at the top of their page. So if I click on home, you can see the top of my page, right? Right now it's going to show mine. But see this right here, traffic and funnels, that's an ad. That it was at the top. But then see this person? This just ended up at the top of my page because I've asked for notifications for people that post in that group. But if I go down, Ryan Stuman is my next person. I like a lot of his stuff constantly. So Facebook says, she must really want to see what he says. So then they're going to show me a lot of his stuff. If I go down.
She wants me to do like a Zoom thing with the family.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but maybe they can mute. Remember to mute, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Okay. So Mary would be the next person because I like a lot of her stuff and she posts a lot of funny stuff and she's also one of our agents. So you can see that it's showing me the people that I would want to see. So you want to have a lot of us liking your pages because then it's going to look like a lot of people like your stuff. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that if someone gets married, for instance, that you haven't spoken to in like 10 years, all of a sudden they show up at the very top of your Facebook. And you're like, that's weird. I haven't talked to that person, but they got married. And the reason why is because it's a big event. So Facebook has decided to push it up and show you the importance. And that's the same thing with our posts. So when something goes viral within your friendship and there's 50 likes or 60 likes, like for instance, Deb's video that had like 386 likes showed up at the top of my page the minute I logged in. So if we like each other's stuff, that'll keep happening.
So if that's similar to like Google.
Yeah, it's an algorithm. Yeah, the more people that like it, the more it goes. Okay, so now if we go over here, then I'm going to go to my business pages. So, that's the deal makers. That's a group, sorry. Let me go C21. So I'm going to go to our actual realtor page. So Century Toronto Northeast. So this is our page. So remember how he was talking about what's the difference between everything? So this is the Century 21 Northeast page. This is the actual group, right? So Century 21 Northeast Ritchie Group is the Norwood office. So if I click on that, this is actually our company, ourselves, our page. But now if I want to click on my personal page, is this one. And this is where I'm going to add my own people to like the page. So this is my legitimate business page. So regardless of what company I was with, I would have this as my page. So the first and most important thing is that when someone goes to your page, you want to have a good headshot, which should be professional business headshot. You don't want one of you at a bar with like a blurry background. You want to have a really nice picture. Bill's funny. And then you want to have a good cover photo. And you want it to be branded because we're a brand. So if they see that we're branded, they also see us as more professional. You can get this cover right here, super simple in Maxa. Does someone want me to do a quick one for you guys? Cover photo?
Yes, but could you do me a favor? Could you explain what Maxa is first? I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. So Maxa, there's great, so just to let you guys know, there's a great webinar within C21NE training on Maxa. And basically, it was this amazing program that came out in January. And if I click on, after you've logged in, create new design, these are all the categories. This is an absolutely amazing program. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. This literally is a marketing, it's amazing. There's nothing better than I've ever seen. So Express Docs, none of that can compare to this. So this is where you should be doing all of your marketing. You should be doing your postcards here. You should be doing your business cards here. You should be doing your open house flyers here. I mean, I can do a whole class on just Maxa for 2 hours on Saturday or Sunday, but just know that Brittany and Rachel did a fantastic job on 2 webinars already on Maxa. So definitely look at those on the training site. So let's click, just for the sake of it, on social media posts. There's actually a section here that says banners, and that's where you'll find these cover photos for Facebook. So it's very easy to use, and it's even going to be, let me find one that actually is branded. Yeah. So this one, see how it says first/realtor? So once I do to create design, it's going to auto-populate everything for you. It's so simple. You can edit it a little bit just like anything else if you want. So in my case, I did decide I wanted to add my phone number. So just click on the A, add your phone number, and then you can put that, where'd it go?
Make me another cup of tea.
Where'd my phone number go? Sorry about that. This thing, it can be a little temperamental. If you really want to grab it, you can from over here, but it's just, I have to move this, get rid of this, sorry. Fix the picture. Okay, so if this was my phone number, you can see. So here's a little trick I'm going to teach you guys for your sanity. Make your box as small as you can to the size you need it to be, and then make it bigger so you're not building up the whole page. Okay, so if this was my phone number, blah, 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 right? And then if you notice these little lines, they'll line up, so they'll tell you it's straight. This thing is foolproof. It's so awesome. And then literally save it again as image. Anything you do with Facebook, save it as an image. Don't share. If you share it, it's going to look like you're sharing just from Maxa, and it's going to, just don't do it. And then click on change cover, and then that's when you would pull it from your photos. So you can literally go to, oh, actually, I'm sorry. We want to upload photo video, and then that's when you would have all the uploads here you can add.
Wow.
So if it was this one, I would do open, and that's it. And then that's what would come up, okay? And you can adjust it when it pops up. It'll give you that one time to adjust it, so you can go up and down to, you know, make it wherever you want to make it. And then you have a beautiful cover photo. There's a couple of comments, so I just want to read them real quick. Make sure questions being asked. Does this go right on? Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Oh, thanks, Rita. That's nice. Okay. All right. We can have as many classes as you guys want. We're all stuck at home. So now, yep. So now what I'm going to do is go back to Maxa. Okay. And we're going to X out. So the categories here, there's a lot of categories, and you can see, obviously, I've created these items before. So now, while we're on this page, this is your personal page. So this is where things are going to matter. If you're not going to post every day, don't even make one. Because honestly, other than having your face and a banner, that's the only thing you need on it to be a page. So if you're not going to post every day, don't post once and then don't post for like 4 weeks, because it's pointless. People expect to see kind of recent information. So if you're going to do it that way, just create this page, have it as a place setter, and then use your personal page to do all of your virtual stuff. Okay. So me, I kind of already created my personal page as my business. So I have to use my personal page moving forward. But if you're wanting to start from today moving forward to be a virtual agent, do it from a business page. It's kind of your choice, but just don't put effort in both. Pick which one you want to put the effort into. Okay. Make sense?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't understand why
Yeah.
you would not want both.
You can, but so think of it this way, like it's a full-time job to monitor one. So if you had two, now you're monitoring two. So I'm going to give you guys a little tip though on how to make this one automated if you want. And the other one can be a little bit more, day-to-day activities. So if you look at mine, actually, if we keep going down to posts, see how it says published March 27th? That was me that posted it. This was the one about social distancing. And then notice these right here, March 27th, and it says posted by Real Estate Agent Directory. I didn't post this. This is literally automatic by them. You can also make it auto post tips for homeowners. You can have it auto post pictures of nice bathrooms and nice kitchens, things that people like to engage with. So I'm going to show you guys that as part of this. It's part of my list. But Real Estate Agent Directory has a thing called Page Engage, and that will allow for auto postings. And you've probably seen it on the business page because that one has it. I'll show you what that looks like.
So when you say posted by them, you're talking the auto Facebook.
Yep, the auto thing. So if I go to the Richie Group page, that one auto posts. So I have that set for that. So we go to posts. You got to kind of play around with these sites. They get a little complicated. Like all these options that are to the left can be complicated, but you will see. So see right here, 50 minutes ago, is this master bedroom your style? I didn't post that, but it reached 7 people. What about this one? Looking to give your backyard an upgrade. That reached 20 people. Now, keep in mind, I only have like 150 people who like this page. If I had 3,000, that number would probably be 3,000. So the more people that like your business page, the more likely you're going to have engagement. Now, if I want to, and I want to be super diligent, I can actually share this to my personal page. And if I did that, now I'm sharing it to both. Like Bill, you said, why don't you do both? So it could just be a little bit daunting to have 2 social media pages. I actually have like 7. So it's a lot of work to keep up with all of them.
One more wrench in the link. LinkedIn. Is there any way to kind of commingle?
Asking for anything else.
Yeah, so LinkedIn is awesome too. So the thing is more professional. So that's where we want to be posting our virtual tours and things like that, because you're gonna see, like, you can share things on LinkedIn. We could have a whole class on just LinkedIn. Do you want that? Okay. We could do that. Maybe we can get someone who's a LinkedIn guru to come in and teach it too. So I'll work on that. Okay. So Instagram also is the same. So I know that maybe there might be some people in this call who actually probably don't use Facebook because they're, part of the younger generation. Instagram's fine. So whatever we're doing here, do it with Instagram. Same, it can work either way. And Instagram will auto share to your Facebook if you want it to. So
I have a
would,
question.
yeah,
Okay, you said that those posts come automatically. That's
yes.
called Page Engage. Well, how
Yeah.
do you get that?
I'm going to actually send it to you. So once this is done, I'm going to write down everyone that was on the call and I'll send you the links.
Okay, thank
So
you.
yeah, this is going to be easy. And I'm also going to send you the PDFs and everything. So you'll get like a nice little package once this is done.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. So price wise, just so you guys know, Page Engage is super cheap. It's only, I think, like $40 a quarter. So it's very, very inexpensive and it'll post everything for you. And it's just out of sight, out of mind. As much as we can automate in our business, the better off we'll be. And that's why kind of the virtual real estate makes sense, because a lot of our business can be automated and feel already like it was virtual. You just didn't even realize it, because virtual, you're assuming you're in front of someone else. But imagine this, our CRM auto emails. So that already was virtual in a sense, because you weren't doing it. So that's the whole point of this class, is basically to try to automate our business as much as possible so we can focus more on making the calls and doing the things that our mouth needs and our hands needs. So you don't want, to be doing the gutsy stuff when you need to be going a little harder at this point and doing other stuff. I'm laughing at Bill because that's who's my second person on video. Okay. So looking at this page here, you can see that it's engaged with individuals. Now, if you yourself as an agent want to go out and start marketing yourself, we're going to need to be putting everything on social media. You want to put so much crap on social media at this point that you want people to block you because you've been putting too much out there. Because those people that block you aren't going to use you anyways. So you want to get in front of the people that care. A lot of people will say, oh, should I add a bunch of realtors? Here's my thing. Realtors don't need to be liking your page. You need people that aren't realtors to like your page. Because for the realtors to be liking your page, they're going to be shown now something that's your business, and they should be having their own page. And every social media guru will tell you, don't have other realtors like your business page. If you want your fellow company to like it, yes. And why? Because again, we like each other's posts, you move up to the top. So I suggest everyone here like each other's business pages. Homework.
And I just like to say, and keep the comments positive.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely keep the comments positive. And then not only that, but try to stay away from politics. It is so hard for me because I am very strong, opinionated when it comes to politics, and even my closest people don't really know. But I'm going to tell you, like, just don't do it. When it's an all thing, like the other day I posted how Congress is so messed up, all of them, but that's all. So it is what it is. But don't post who you're voting for. Like, just don't do it. It just stay away from it.
And if you
go in private groups. I'm in private groups that's where I lambast things, but like, don't do it on your own page. Just don't. It's that.
I just want to say, if you don't like the house,
Hold on. One special thing you guys can do with comments, just so you know, is when you use specific words like congratulations, the post scales, because Facebook looks at special words like congratulations. So congratulations on a new listing works well.
Yep, absolutely. Yes, it does. And also when you say something like congratulations to my clients, or anything that looks like it's a celebratory thing, absolutely they will boost up and they will suppress. So try not to say things like sold, because Facebook knows they want you to pay. Because see, with these things, see how it says boost post? Here's another thing. If I want to boost this, I've just made a Facebook ad. And a lot of people will say, oh, I don't know how to make a Facebook ad. It's so hard. No, it's really not hard. You just literally click boost post and then it makes an ad and you pay and you're done. Like, that's how easy I could literally become a sponsored ad, just like Coke, just like Mattress Discounters, whatever. To people looking to find homes, it's literally one click of a button. And then now you're going to pick your demographics and stuff like that. Now, what stinks is fair housing has changed it now that because of fair housing laws, we can't actually put areas anymore. But one of the workarounds is pinning. So if you drop a pin where it says, would you like to drop a pin? That'll actually give you like a 15-mile radius. So that is kind of like picking zip codes. So that'll help.
Well,
But
could you
it'll-
elaborate on that? What do you mean they won't allow you to?
You can't anymore say like, I want women between the age of 17 and 45 living in Brockton. You can't do it.
Right, I just thought you had meant like, South Medford, Massachusetts,
Yeah, nope, they won't do it.
Medford?
They won't do it. They'll actually make you, once you boost it, they'll make you confirm whether or not you're a fair housing. So it'll say like, is this to sell real estate? And you'll have to click on like, yeah, it's that sort of ad. So, and that was when, I don't know if you guys remember when, Mark Zuckerberg went in front of Congress for the fair housing violations. That was what that came from. So basically you want to pre-pick your audience if you can, but as you can see, it was super simple to create a Facebook ad. So that ad, took 2 seconds, and then boom, boost, and it comes out of my credit card. So that was it. You can't do that with a personal page. So that's another reason why you want to have a business page, because that allowed you to do ads. So if you set it up once, you automate with Page Engage, now you can do ads. So all those listings you guys have should have an ad, because that's going to get you leads, because there's people who are going to be sitting at home in the middle of the commercials or whatever, and they're going to literally look at their phone and it's going to say sponsored ad, brand new listing, Salem, New Hampshire, and they're like, hey, look at this. And this may even be somebody who had no intention of buying a house, but they were kind of thinking about it, and Facebook knows because they were probably going to realtor sites or they were Googling houses. So even before you or I know someone wants to sell, Facebook knows. That's how creepy Facebook is.
So is there a way to either organically or pay for lack of a better term, more viewers or a larger audience?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So if I want, I can boost this just to get friends. So
Sophie, how do you know when to boost?
Well, boost is an ad, so it's not when you know, it's when you want.
Well, you wouldn't do it on a sold house. You would only do it on a new listing.
Well, no, because you could do it on a sold house to show that you sold it really fast for under asking to get buyers.
Okay.
So remember, people like things that either make them feel good or save them money. So it's like, if you can do either one to a consumer, they're going to be drawn to you. So, and of course, knowledge. But knowledge really only matters for those that care about knowledge. And I'm sure you've seen it when you're doing like a list appointment and you can see someone's eyes are glazing over and you're realizing they really don't even care what you're saying because they ultimately just want it done. And then sometimes you sit in front of people who start making notes, and those are the people that are going to appreciate the knowledge, where the other people are probably you're going to lose them because you're giving them knowledge. So it's the same thing with an ad, because if you see an ad, you're going to say, oh, that relates to me. Now I can click on it.
So to piggyback on what Donna said, if we have a sold home, what's the best way to post it?
So the best way so here, I'll do it right now. Okay, so say this is my business page. And I'm going to go right here to photo. And I'm going to do, how about coming soon? Would that be fair? We can treat it the same? Okay. So let's do a coming soon, because I don't think I have any solds here. Okay.
Sophie, I just did one on my page, if you want to just go to my page.
Okay, what page?
Actually, my Len Ferrari, just my regular Facebook. I think you're friends with me.
All right, did you do an ad though? Can I show you?
What I did is I just made a couple of banners from the marketing, plus I took the main shot of the house.
Okay.
Posted all three of those on my regular page, tagged both buyers, and my Facebook is blowing up with people I don't even know.
So, okay, I'm so glad you said that. So I'm just going to shut my door. My dog keeps coming in and out.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm so glad you said that about tagging people, because here's the thing, is that the same thing with the algorithm is that if you allow friends of friends on tags, now when I tag somebody, their friends will also see it. So not only have I taken my 1,500 friends, but now I've taken your 1,500 friends. So now it's buyer pool or the viewer pool of 3,000 people.
How do you tag? I don't know how to tag.
I can show you that too. Let me just see if I can get this real quick.
And one other question, where did those interesting posts about the kitchen or the backyard, where did they come from?
It came from Real Estate Directory. I'm going to send that link when the video is done to everybody.
So do we have to pay for those, or do they just?
You do. It'll be like a link. And I actually already have a video on this on YouTube, so I'll attach that to the email to you guys. I did that a long time ago. So basically it's automated. So, and you're going to, you literally link your page and you're done. Like
Do
it's,
you think it's worth it to get all those
yes.
pictures? All right. You're
Yeah,
the boss.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I subscribe to Keeping Current Matters,
Yep.
and it's all content. And you can send it to Facebook. You can send it to LinkedIn automatically. Every day something can be posted, and it's
Yep.
$39 a month.
Yep. And they also have something Hootsuite that does it too.
Mhm.
And then also even our own, like, so when we have stuff like our vendors, we can even share that to our pages. So there's a ton out there. I mean, you could repost MSN articles, MSN Money. You could repost the stuff about Congress. I mean, you could do literally anything, but the automation of it is what's awesome. And I think you're right. Keeping Current Matters automates it too. So I'm just going to post this, and then Len, we're going to go to your page after, but I just want to show them boosting it. So crazy because it should be posting it. That's not. Maybe I have to refresh the page. Quirky sites. Okay. So see this right here coming soon. So now I can boost the post and I can say, please add a valid URL. Don't worry about that. Okay. So add a button to your post here. See here, I could do learn more, sign up, book now, shop now. So I'm going to do learn more, and then that will get me their email. And then see here, it says ads for credit, learn more. So it is a special ad. See that? Where it's telling me audience adjusted, blah, 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 because you can't make the age different now. And then here's my budget. And that's it, literally. And that will show anybody who's interested in coming soon this right here. Now, what they're going to do is when they click on learn more, it's going to go into my CRM. And that's what's going to happen with that. So, all right, you guys want a Facebook ads training too. Okay. So LinkedIn, Facebook ads I got so far. All right. So questions while I'm on this page. Anybody? No, we're good. I have so
That pin.
What was that?
When you drop that pin you were talking about.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to find the town right now, and it's not. Oh, here we go. Edit. So see here, Massachusetts. Okay. So drop pin. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom into Norwood. Here we are, right around here. So there's the pin. And now I got my area that I need, 15-mile radius. We can't adjust it, unfortunately. But I can put more people that match, not based on demographics. But I can say, for instance, first-time home buyer grant, people that were interested in that maybe. Loans. Let me see, searching. You just got to kind of type in categories, and there might be some cheat sheets on, there might be some cheat sheets online about certain categories that work better than others. I can look for one too and send it to you guys. But even right now, just the first-time home buyer grant and loan will get me more people. And then you can see right now I have a very broad audience. So that means that a lot of people will see it, but how many will actually match perfectly? Now, what I wish is, see, it doesn't let you do less than 15. But what I wish is I could change the ages, because I don't need an 18-year-old looking at my ad, but you can't. And gender, and that doesn't work either. So it's pretty unfortunate. House hunting, first-time buyer, Zillow, right? And then I save it. So now I'm down to 700,000 people. So I've cut it in half. That's pretty good. I could keep going. Real estate. Facebook knows what they're doing. Remember, it sees what we're doing on Google too. It doesn't just see what we do on Facebook. So if someone went to Zillow, now they consider them somebody searching for a house. Or if they went to Redfin, someone searching for a house. And then you save it. And then I would literally turn that into an ad. And there, see, it's all right here. And once I have to make sure I've done everything 100% accurate, or it's not going to let me boost it. But if I had everything perfectly on the side, then it would let me boost it. So I can go more depth into that after, but I don't want to, turn off people that aren't interested in this right now. So any questions?
Sophie, I have one with respect to where do the people that are interested in this ad, they click on, but where does that information go? You said a funnel? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it'll go to where you want it for the URL. So where is it you want it to go after? So the learn more button, where does that link to? Does that go into your inbox? Like, where does it go? Like the sign up, see, get messages in WhatsApp.
Okay.
Kind of like a marketing campaign. Is a funnel similar to like buckets, where you put buckets of data?
So I'll show you what a ClickFunnels is. It's like, basically, you've seen the ad before where if you click on a sponsored ad, it then goes to a separate page and sells you something. So the ClickFunnels is you clicked on the ad, that funneled you into the area it needs to go.
So then another question, because you mentioned, I think, the magic word, and that was, oh man, what was it? Like kind of keywords, like congratulations.
Yes.
Obviously boost the ad, for lack of a better term, as opposed to the word which you see all the time, sold, right? Everyone sold. Every Facebook poster in the world uses the word sold. So I guess if we could get our creative collectively, kind of a cheat sheet word. So we know congratulations, for lack of a better term, is a good word that allows us to organically boost the post for others.
Yep.
Like, what are the top 10 magic words that Facebook's not charging us for today?
Yeah. The biggest thing is like each other stuff. So like right now, Len, this is going viral. And I'll tell you why. Because you have 41 likes. You posted this 1 hour ago. So that's a lot, right? You have 3,340 friends. So if 334 people like it, that would be 10% of your friends. So it's going up there. I mean, this is going to show up probably at the top of my page. Let me just log in real quick. So if
his last name is Ferrari, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, right. Like Kristen just showed up at the top because she was asking a question, looking for recommendations in our group. And Mike Towers, and then of course someone that posts a lot of political stuff. So Len has 16 comments and 41 likes. I'm going to like it. Now it helped him move up. So if anyone's friends with Len, go like it. And then you'll see that it's like the more people that like it, the more people will see it. So, and that's a perfect ad. So here's the only thing I would say about your ad. I love it, or your personal post, is the attention should be just one picture. And the reason why is because if they click on this, it's going to pull up that picture, right? And then this, and then this. But that's like a story. So I would have put this as a story instead. I wouldn't have put this as a post. I would have just put this house under this message right here. And then if I wanted to make it a story, that's when I would actually go up here and create this. Well, I got to go to my page to do it. But you guys know the difference between stories and posts?
No.
Okay. All right. So a story, if you go here, you'll see, let me see who would do stories. Oh, okay. They're right here. So Mimi, for instance, she's one of our agents. She has this story here, silence is better, but she only has one picture. Kristen only has one picture, but this is your opportunity to put multiple pictures with the continuation like they have on Instagram. Let me see if anyone has multiple. Yep, here we go. Oh, Len, you did do it as a story. So see? And then sorry. And then it goes to the next thing. So see how it goes through this little timer up here? And now boom, there's the next picture. So that's a story. And that's like literally like telling a story.
And what's the benefit of a story?
So people, it's kind of like Instagram at this point. People go there to see people's lives. So if you go back to my homepage, here's my stories. So now I'll go here and I can just keep going and I'm going to see what everyone's doing today. Videos. Aw, that's so cute. That's my neighbor. So see? And people are doing this with their businesses because it's like watching TV and just flipping through. Now on your actual page, sorry about that. Okay, so if we go to your actual page now, that's when somebody's actually going to see it on their news feed. So stories they're choosing to go look at, the news feed is Facebook is deciding what to show you first. So if I click on you again here, oh, that's your business page. I'm sorry. Let me go to your personal page. So see how he had business page, personal page. Look at that. Also, when I went to his business page, see how this popped up? That's the other awesome thing about business pages is that if it's not you, go into your business page and someone else comes, this is going to pop up and seeing if they want to speak to someone. So if someone is like cyber stalking you as a customer or something, they're going to see that and think that it's a very professional way to contact you. And then that's going to make you look more professional and like a real agent instead of, you know, what?
Andy's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with that?
I love it.
Thank you.
But Len, but do you see how like this is what it looks like to a consumer? So it's
Yeah.
like now I got to click on this box. Now I get away from your page. So the key is we don't want them to leave your page. So you just want to see the activity here because if I am cyber stalking you at this point, I just want to scroll down and see your pictures or I want to see what you're posting.
Yeah, don't go too far. It gets ugly.
Yeah, but no, but see like stuff like this. So this is like, these are what we call memes, right? So
Yeah.
this type of stuff is what grabs people. And we want to be, remember how people say to stand out, you have to be different. So remember, every other company is telling their agents to work virtually to try to stand out, but they're going to do it that cookie cutter way of like, here's my house. I'm going to do a video tour. Come by my house. But if you also incorporate funny things like this, now people are going to laugh at your posts. And then again, it's going to create more engagement. So those more boring posts about like, here's my house, here's the kitchen, here's that, are going to end up going to the top.
So question. So now that, because I just saw that on Len's, page.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and I won't say your name, but just Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we now even allowed to say people's names? Like congratulations, Melissa and Jared Jones?
Yeah.
Like taboo today.
I mean, whenever I'm going to tag somebody, I ask them if it's okay if it's a client. But I wouldn't use them for ads. I would just say, like so here's the thing. If I want to make an ad from this is what I would do. You ready? Okay. So I would click on this. I'm stealing your picture. Download.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready? All right. Let's go to Maxa. Create new design. I'm going to go to social media posts. I'm going to go to Office Social. And I'm going to, let's see. Let's do one that is maybe, yeah, sure. Maybe I'll do this one. So I'll just click on this one. All right. So check this out. So see how it says congratulations? Actually, let me go back. I'm gonna leave congratulations, right? And I'm gonna change these wordings. I'm gonna say to my buyers, okay? And then here, I'm gonna say, found a home in 2 months. for under asking, right? Just hypothetical, okay? And then I'm gonna say here, oh, I keep doing that, sorry. Double click. And I'm gonna say here, homes, or sorry, how about this? Find your home now, right? Like that, right? Okay, easy. Now check this out. My uploads. I'm gonna click here. I'm stealing his house. I'm gonna delete that, but I'm gonna take it from here. I'm gonna drag it, sorry, and put it inside. Done. What do you guys think? That's what you boost,
Wow, that's beautiful.
right? And this is our brokerage gave this to us. I mean, we love C21 for the brand, but let's be honest. I mean, their products that or the software that Century 21 gives us is not this. This is something our broker gave us. So we should definitely utilize it.
Over to the chimney.
What was that? Oh yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna teach. All right. So see, you're right there. Is that better? You can't move these around, okay? They don't allow it. I wish I could, but they don't let us. But I do have, if you wanted to, I have ways. But just kind of try to figure out around what's there already, because like even this can't be moved, you know?
Well, that looks great. That bottom C21 in the corner, just subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yep, and everything is. So now if I want to save it, boom, image, JPEG.
Sophie,
Yes.
if you go into the layers,
Yep.
I think it allows you to remove the
But not the Bruins or our logo, because it's kind of like that's the company's stamp to make sure that we don't like
Okay.
they don't want us, like, I don't know if like you ever see Keller Williams, like agents will do like, you know, blue and white Keller Williams signs, and it's like that's not their brand, you know? So it looks kind of weird when it says Keller Williams and like the sign's like bright turquoise. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to keep us in line with the brand.
Black and gold, yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm gonna show you guys.
You can move it, just move it, not modify, but you can move it to another layer.
Unfortunately, I don't think.
If you wish, it's up to you.
Yeah, they see how, okay, so I just want to show you guys. See these layers right here, these manage layers? So notice how there's locks here. These you can touch, but do you see where it says office logo? You can't do anything. You can't move it.
Double click.
Yeah, you can't. It's totally blocked out. So the only stuff you can touch are the locks. These are not able to be moved.
Sophie,
Yes.
can you post this ad that you just did? Can you post that on Instagram?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't access Instagram on this computer, but yes, same exact way, you save it as a JPEG. So, okay, here's a trick I'm gonna teach you guys. So open up, so if you have your cell phone, right, and you go into your marketing for Maxa, you can actually email it to yourself. So I know it's super frustrating because they don't really have like a mobile app, but if you email this to yourself, you can literally email it to yourself, and then you can download it to a desktop so you can post it. But the other thing is, because it's emailed to yourself, you can open it as a picture in your cell phone and then save it in your camera, like in your pictures, and then post it. So you definitely can do that. If I go, I'll show you how to do it. So pretend we're on your cell phone. I'm gonna leave page. If you click on the image, there's actions, and see where it says send in an email. Click on that, and this would be from your phone. It's really the only way you can get this otherwise. And then you would enter your email subject message and then share. And once you share that, it's gonna go into your email like a JPEG, and you just download it to your phone. Okay? when I did, I think it was the St. Patrick's Day post. I did that from my phone. Oh, no. Actually, it was the Chinese New Year. So this one, that's how I did it. I sent it to my phone as an email. So this is good too for the ones you don't have to edit, because it's not really a mobile friendly app. So you want to really use this. And honestly, when you do any sort of marketing, heavy marketing, you probably want to be on a desktop anyways, because it's a lot easier. Okay. All right. So what do you think? Good, Maxa?
Yeah, you just brought up a great point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Desktop. So I'm hearing, just through some of the agents that I talk with, that they can't access a lot of things because they're using their iPad through Safari. And it seems like Safari and the iPad, it really appears to be limited for the novice like me, to kind of navigate through this stuff. Any suggestions for those of us using Safari?
Well, what is the problem you're having with it?
I'm personally not, but my agent.
Yeah.
They'll try to log into Zoom, and for whatever reason, Safari won't let them log into Zoom. They'll try to edit something through Safari on Facebook, and Safari won't allow them to do it. I think it's more user error than Safari error. So my advice has been like download Google Chrome.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? They're not wrong. So here's the problem is that a lot of websites will not run certain graphic programs. So Google Chrome is definitely the way to go. So most websites will run best on Google Chrome. So even Firefox will have issues. Actually, ironically, Zap sucks on Firefox. It works better on Google Chrome. And Jane McGowan had tried to log in, and then she realized it was a different browser after I suggested opening a different one. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe it was the browser. So it literally, I think, Jane, are you on the call? I'm not sure if she is, but it was literally, she couldn't edit something. It was like driving her crazy, and it was that. So, okay. Do we need a URL in the boxes? We're just highlighted in red. Joanne, I'll tell you, I don't know what that was about. I've never seen that before. So I think it's because I was just doing it quickly and I must have missed a step first. So I would just go slower step by step.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You said to learn more, give you the email address. Where do you get that information, email address? Oh, they're going to send it to you in your CRM, Angela. So it would probably go into Facebook Messenger as a message. And then keep in mind, okay, so a lot of people will say, oh, I don't want Facebook Messenger. Well, it is on Facebook. It's just Facebook Messenger is an app. So you can always literally, just not download the app, but you'll always be able to access your messages and messages, okay? Even if you don't want that active. Let me see. Did I miss anyone else's question so far? Okay, so I think we're good then with the ad part and that section. So at this point, I want to move on to the actual virtual part. Can we do that? Okay, all right. So let's go to my page. All right, so if I have a new listing, this is going to be my steps. All right, you guys ready? So my first step is going to be to get the pro photos done. So you definitely want to get A+ photos. I mean, I'm talking whatever you got before, make them even better. You need to spend the money here out of everything. And if you're worried about fronting that money, not whether or not, it's going to sell, here's my advice. My advice is get a 6-month contract instead of 3 because of our times. Say, I'm going to really invest a lot virtually for a little bit. So I need more time in case we can't sell it this way, that I guarantee I can recoup that money, right? So 6 months. The other thing is I would even put in there that if they don't sell it because of the price or like something you don't agree with in the beginning, that they would reimburse you. But if it was marketed the way you wanted to, you would take the entire hit. So I would put those 2 things in there. And then what I would do is I would spend the money on the pro photos and I would spend the money on the virtual tour. So we offer one with the company, but there's also photographers out there that'll do like Matterports. And that will allow for like a full virtual tour of basically, you know, the house. Have you guys ever seen the Matterports and what those look like?
We call them dollhouse.
I'm just gonna stop sharing for a second because I need to access my email. Hold on one second. So I just want to pull, I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. Give me one.
Dollhouse.
Yeah, it looks like a dollhouse. Yep, I'm gonna pull up the one that I have, but I just, because it's my email, I don't privacy with consumers and customers. Hold on. Okay, let's go. So I have one that's like a mansion, so this will be perfect for you guys.
While you're looking, I guess we could talk about how important virtual tours are going to be in the future.
They are, they're everything at this point, for sure. 100%. There's probably going to be nothing that is important as a virtual tour in this market right now. There we go. All right, sorry. Takes a second to get the files. So this is actually a website, and this is the other thing. Get a photographer that's going to give you this separate website, because this is going to allow you to be able to link things. And you're going to, again, look more professional. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing in this market. It's probably the worst thing you can do. Okay, all right, let me go back to share. All right, got that, got that. All right, here we are. Let me go back. Sorry, guys. All right, here we are. So this is exactly what it looks like. Here's your virtual tour. So here's the pictures. Again, very nice pictures. You can see the lighting when you're trying to decide whether or not the pictures are good. The lighting isn't orange. The floors actually look the same color as they really are. You'll notice a lot of photographers will do like high def and things will just look super orange, and it just makes it look like over edited, you know, and people want to see things properly taken in this market right now. So you can also see, like, for instance, the red couches, they're not super bright. They look like dirty actually. But yeah, so if your photographer's pictures from before don't look like this, try to find someone that takes better ones, because in this market, it's going to be everything. So this one has its own little web page. So you have your virtual tour, your gallery, your listing details, and your floor plans. So this is what you want. There's no reason that with this site that somebody can't decide if they want to do a showing. And here is where it gets different. So I don't want to do my whole business virtually, but if I have to, I will. But if they do want to make an offer on this,
Hello.
they probably want to see it.
What are you doing?
You know, mute.
I'm in the middle of a video, but what are you doing?
Can you mute?
Oh, it's a class I'm taking online, virtual.
How do I know who's
Yeah.
talking? Does it tell you?
No, no.
Yeah, you want me?
Oh my
I
God.
have
Who's
six walls
here?
left.
Yeah. Can you mute it? Oh.
You're so good. Where'd you go?
What do you think?
You coming by?
Anybody know?
Get out. Are you alone or with the kids?
Uh-oh. Sorry, guys.
You feel-
I think she's.
Sophie, can you mute
Oh,
everyone?
okay.
How do I do it? I wish I knew how.
Yeah, we'd love to see you. And you got something from the health insurance today.
Health insurance? I need health insurance. What
Yeah,
did you get?
Oh,
Privacy,
got it. Okay,
privacy.
I muted everyone. Okay, now if you want to talk, push the space bar, okay? All right, there we go. All right, so can you guys hear everything here? Okay. So we have the dollhouse. So if you look at this, the most important thing in this market is going to be that I don't want to go out to houses unless I have to. So I don't want to be somebody who's, you know, irresponsible. If I don't need to be out there, I don't want to be out there. And if we're going to be doing this, we want to show like we're in this virtual environment. So if you look at this house, I can literally look at almost everything on this first and second floor and decide, is it worth really going out at this point? And pictures aren't going to do that justice, but this absolutely will. So I'm going to start on the first floor, like I walked in the door, and this is literally the entrance. And I'm going to go into the kitchen, and I just want to see. Okay. If you guys, can someone push the space bar and try to talk just to test it, make sure that everyone can still talk? Okay, good. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so we're walking through and you can see the kitchen. You can literally go into this little bathroom and you can go inside, which is amazing. So this specifically cost me 10 cents a square foot. They're all different, you know, and it may just be a flat fee. Maybe it's $300. So this house cost me $350 because it was 3,500 square feet. So there's no reason. I mean, you can literally go like right into the room. I can almost probably see that picture.
And to be clear, that was $350 just for the Matterport.
No, for everything. Literally, the whole website, gallery, floor plans, everything. Yep, 10 cents a square foot. And then I go to the front door and I can literally walk upstairs. So this is no different than if somebody's walking. Outside pictures, honestly, are gonna look like outside. There's really no surprise there. What you can't see is neighbors' yards. You can't see if there's 14 tires, old tires in someone's yard. But you can always come and look at the outside of a house if you want to make an offer, you know? So like, let's say for instance, now the buyer likes this. That's when they're probably going to tell their agent, you know, I like this house. Do you want to contact and see if we can see it? But I know they've seen the majority of the house. So at this point, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time basically showing this property. Make sense? If I want to see the outside, I can also see that in the gallery as well. There's great outside pictures. So that's the other thing. Tell your photographer you need a bunch of those because you're trying to make it so people don't go. I will tell you, and I'll be honest with you guys, I wouldn't even have used this virtual tour if not for these market conditions, because I feel like I'd rather someone come than someone guess if they like a house online. But now we're in a different place where everything has to be done virtually. So this is our go-to now at this point. The listing details are here, my info's here, and the floor plans are here. So you can also see that. So now this is how I would actually market this property. So I would click on the link for the virtual tour, and I would then go to my page and I would say new listing, right? Address, Westwood, and then I would put the amount, you know, this one's 1.4 million. And then I would say, you know, 5 bed, 4 bath, you know, available now, right? So it's not a coming soon, it's new. And then I would literally take the photo that I had done for the coming soon here and change it to say just listed, right? And then what I would do is I would take this section right here and I would put that down, but then I would get rid of the preview. And there's the link. Got it? Yes? Comments, chat. Looks terrible, much better. I don't know what looked terrible. Okay, do you have an affiliate virtual tour service? Yes, there are people in our affiliates that do virtual tours, and we can reach out to Rob and see. I know that he went over some vendors today, and that's nice, Scott, thank you. Rose left. Okay, would you add thumbnail picture? No, because I'm doing my own picture. So that's where I actually would do that new listing picture right here if it was this one here. And then post. Got it? If you guys want to talk, just push the key bar, you can talk. Space key. Space bar. Okay. Hold on one second.
Very nice, Soph. I ordered one today.
Okay, sorry, thanks. We had a little, a juice box emergency. Okay, so I have the link and I have the picture, and that's kind of all I need. If you didn't have a Max and you just want to do the main picture of the front of the house, go for it. But I wouldn't thumbnail it, because the whole point is you want to show what you want and not what, like, the 3D brokerage picture just literally says 3D brokerage and it's like boring. So do your own. And you could do that with anything, because I can actually make it so the link says something else as well. And then it would click on the thumbnail. So if I want to do it reverse, I'll show you. So let's say, let me X out of this. So let's say I want to just do this. And here's where this can get kind of cool, but hold on.
Hey, Sophie, you can go to bit.ly.com to shorten that up too and name it whatever you want.
Yep.
That link.
Yep. So Bitly is also another really good one. But I think that Facebook has it auto put inside. Is it not going to let me? Yeah, it's not going to let me because it wants me to refresh the page. Whenever something sucks with Facebook, just refresh the page, FYI. And that's with anything. It's kind of like the whole joke about, like, just reboot it. I'll probably fix it. So let me try again. Paste. So see the preview right here? But let's just say I don't really care about the picture and I just want to say new listing. This is still going to stay. So this link will still stay on my post. And then I would post it, and then my friends can click on that, and my words don't say that URL anymore. And you'll see that a lot on my page, where I'll just have like the article or something and not have the URL. Make sense? Cool. All right. So that's what I would do first. I would put it on there, list it, announce it, say new listing. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, and here's the other thing, add your buyers as friends right now. I know that it's not something we probably wanted to do before, but the reason why is because you want them to share your stuff because they're excited. They're looking for houses. Also, again, with each other, let's do this as well. But basically, you want to create an event, okay? So does everyone know how to create an event? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, so click on events, and you're gonna literally go to create event, and you're gonna create an open house for your virtual house. All right, so you're going to, you could upload a picture. So I guess I could, so if I want, and maybe we could ask Rachel to do it, do a virtual house cover photo, open house. So let's just say that, you know, for the virtual house, let's just say.
Peter's coming by, he has toilet paper.
Okay. Let's just say it was this, okay? And it said virtual open house. So then event name, we would say, you know, 29 Stearns open house or virtual open house. And then the location would be the address of that property. And then here you would say, please join us Sunday 1 to 4 as I go live, and or 1 to 2, whatever, and answer any questions you may have regarding this home, as well as give video tours of the home. So if you don't want to go out, don't go out. Just use your Matterport, and you could even, you could literally make your live be a Zoom where you're recording it and you're walking through the house for them on like they would. And be like, and then this is this, and this is this. And oh, by the way, this is real marble. And these cabinets were upgraded in 1995. Like, so you can talk about the updates the same way you would if you were doing a real life tour.
Hey, Sophie?
Yeah.
So we can take a video that we did before and put it on this event?
Yeah, definitely. So the reason why you want to do it as an event is because Facebook's going to send a reminder, right? Yep. And it's like, oh, wait, I have to go look at that house. But it's also going to be public. So you can boost it as an ad to create the event to be an ad. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So remember, you're still on the internet. Even though you're on Facebook, you're still on the internet. So when I have an event, like they're old events, but let me see if I can pull out my past event. It should let you, I guess, you know what, I'll just create one, whatever.
So, but I would still be live to answer questions
Yeah, yeah.
on this event.
You could go
Okay.
live at an event. Yep, exactly. You could also make a Facebook page just for that property. So you know how like we just created a page like for C21 Sophie or whatever. So you could literally make a page that's just 29 Stearns property, and then now there's pictures on there. There's the Matterport on there, and then you could do the event page on there too. And then same group, or you could even do a group where people can add themselves to the group. So that's why I'm saying like your personal page literally is going to get the most engagement always, because this was built as a social media platform. So what I would do first and foremost is get friends. Go find them. Just go hunt and get tons and tons and tons of friends, because the more friends you have, the more people will see your stuff and the more they'll share it, you know, and each other. So when I list this house, everyone here should share it, because you may live in New Hampshire, but your friends live in Westwood, you know, or your friends or my friends live in New Hampshire. So if I share your listings. So
My friends live in Beverly Hills.
I mean, that's the other thing. We can get referrals from that through Cardis.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, but I'm serious. So, you know, it's like we all have friends all over. I mean, I have family in Greece. So I think that the biggest thing that you can do for this business right now, literally, is support each other within the company. And that's why that Facebook group we have, which everyone should join. You guys are in here, right?
No, I don't think I am.
Yeah. So see this Northeast Realtors group, every single person on this call, there's been a lot of valuable information you may not be getting because you were only attending Jim's call. So we got lucky because you guys heard about it, but all the trainings and stuff have been posted in here as well as links. And also we share each other's listings. So add yourself to this group. And if not, ask like your manager or another person in the company to add you. So you can invite members really easily.
So,
and you can only invite friends.
You can't do this. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my sales are coming off of co-bros. So
Yeah.
we're only reaching our own buyers on this. We can't do this, put this tour on Zillow.
So virtual tour you could put on MLS actually. So here, check this out.
It has to be non-branded.
Yeah, it has to have a URL.
It has to have a URL, yeah. And you're right, it is non-branded, because if you see here, the virtual tour, we have branded and unbranded. See, unbranded.
Okay.
So,
But that has to be made by a professional. We can't do a video ourselves and put it on MLS.
Unless you create a URL for it, but it has to.
I tried to do that. It was too hard.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But, you know, so it's like, you know, when something's difficult, just throw money at it, right?
It should be easier to do. It really should.
You're right. You're right. But, you know, MLS doesn't like to make things simple.
Michelle or Evelyn, somebody used to do them at our office. They would create the tours.
And they
Take
still
the
do.
pictures.
And I believe they still do. I think just people don't utilize it. Right?
That's correct.
Right? So I think that that's kind of where that probably.
But that tour won't do that zooming in that yours did, Sophie. You know how you could zoom
Right,
in?
because it's more of like a video. Yeah, you're right about that. So, but this will. So if you attach it to the listing.
Watching this video, I think.
Okay, hold on. I wish I knew who that was, because then
I use that video and it's excellent.
Hold on. You'll have to unmute yourself again if you want to talk. Okay, go ahead, Kay. Push the space bar, Kay, if you want to talk. Hold it down. Unmute yourself, Kay? I don't know. Okay. I guess if you want to talk, just unmute yourself. Okay, so basically, if I go to the listing here and I want to go to add a virtual tour, this isn't the property, but just to show you. I would literally take the link for the unbranded, this one. And now I can add it as a virtual tour. So stop at the WW and then right here, boom, done, save. And that would add it as a virtual tour. And whoever your photographer is will give you that link to do that. Because that link is doing is it's actually web hosting this entire thing. So that's what makes it really valuable for you. So so what have I done so far? I've posted the listing on my personal page or my business page or both. I've then created an event for an open house. So now the question is, how do I host the open house? So you're going to have all these people who have joined your event and wanted to join your open house. So now you have to kind of make it eventful, right? So how can you maybe entice someone? You could maybe offer a raffle and say everybody who attends my virtual open house or joins my virtual open house page will be entered for a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Or maybe for Instacart, something they could use at home, maybe Amazon, maybe Apple, an Apple iTunes card, like whatever. So people love that stuff. So if you share, the more, that anybody who comes to my virtual open house, now your friends will share it because it's about getting something. So the other thing you want to do is start your open house with like some sort of like, this is what we're doing because we can't do typical open houses. So, this is where we stand out and we're different. If you're interested in a home valuation, please reach out and let me know. Because this is the other thing about the event videos, they're going to replay. And if you go Facebook Live, if I literally right now click on Facebook Live, everything I'm doing is going to be live and it's going to save it as a video for people to replay. So I would utilize Facebook Live and the event pages in order to market your open house. And then it's your choice if you want to be there or not. If you don't want to go there, you could have the homeowner do it. I know it's a little different, but you could just have them take a video as they walk around and answer the questions. If you feel like they're not good at maybe doing that, then you could go there. If you don't feel comfortable go there, then like I said, just do like a webcam recording of just going through here and showing the rooms and going over each room. My advice is that if you can avoid people visiting these homes, the better off you are. So put the money to avoid going as much as you can. And then here's the other thing. Don't be afraid to ask for the proof of money before you show a property. And I want everyone to kind of know that, because like if they don't have a pre-approval, don't risk your life. It is not worth it. And if they're going to be mad that you're asking for a pre-approval for risking your life, then do they really have a pre-approval? Because think about it, right? It's a little crazy. So don't even go to it if they're not. And if they're a list appointment, like try to have it virtually. So that's another thing. Before you even get the listing, do a Zoom with your seller. And that's where you can have that face-to-face of, what is it that they expect you to do, and then follow up with the valuation. And then after you've done the valuation, say, okay, well, let's tweak this number based upon this. So when you're doing that Zoom call with them, have them walk around their house and show you everything. Now, I do understand that with maybe some people, they're not going to feel comfortable with multimedia to do those things. So for them, we're going to have to just go. It's just how it is. But for the people that are tech savvy, I wouldn't.
So you just brought up a great point.
Yeah.
Because we're like becoming, well, for lack of a better term, video dependent, right?
Yeah.
You really got to be careful of the scams out there and people who may look good, okay, that may be able to lure you because you're, and I mean no disrespect, Sophie, but a pretty lady, okay, like into a home that's vacant today. Okay, so I'm just saying, literally proceed with caution during this video age. I don't think I could, I'm just thinking of it as you brought it up. You have to proceed with caution. And what spurred that in my brain was you saying, literally with we always wanted pre-approvals, but now I think it's beyond pre-approvals. Like literally, like it's I'll leave it to you to explain the rest.
Beyond pre-approvals, I agree with you. I think that it's up to the list. Honestly, it's the buyer's agent. And so here's how I feel about that is that in this market, you're going to see those that survive and those that don't, right? And the agents that survive are going to be the ones that embrace the hard times and they look more professional in those times. But I really truly feel that people who are like, you know, the part-time, and I don't mean like physically part-time, I mean mentally part-time, who don't think about real estate constantly and want to do better in their business, they just kind of do it. They're going to be like, oh, well, I don't know if they're pre-approved. But why can't they view the property? It's like, well, I mean, there's a pandemic. So I think that it's understandable now that we would expect more from buyers. And maybe it'll set a new standard, right? Where it's like, maybe you should be pre-approved before we run around with you. So when I talk to a lead, so, yeah.
This is an opportunity.
Long before,
Yeah, Angela. Angela, you're muted. Unmute.
okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so long before this started,
Yeah.
I work primarily as the buyer's agent, hoping to change that. Couple of safety steps that I follow. My husband knows every single showing I'm going to. Okay? Before I meet with a client, I'll take you out if you're not pre-approved, you know, maybe 1 or 2 houses, that's my cutoff.
Yeah.
I want to know how many people are going to show up. So if you tell me you come in with your wife and then all of a sudden I see your wife and your brother and, you know, some other person, I'm not getting out of my car.
Right.
I never open up a home before a client gets there. And 3, if you're healthy enough, like I've studied martial arts in the past, but it doesn't hurt for you to have an understanding of some self-defense techniques, and they're very simple. A lot of us ladies, well, I don't, but a lot of us run around in high heel shoes.
Yeah.
Those are great weapons. Someone comes up behind you, step as hard as you can on that foot. He's going to let you go run. If you got to get out of your shoe, run.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
your intuition, that's a strong weapon too.
I'm going to start carrying high heels with me.
carry a bunch of keys with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, you know that Jim has that offering where call that number.
Mighty pen is a sword in
There,
both ways.
There's a number you can call and someone will stay on the phone with you while the phone's in your pocket. So definitely utilize that as well. He's done a video on that before about safety. But I think the most important at this point is definitely going to be just about us even being in someone's house, period. So it's like being even in an empty house. How do you know how many people were in there before? I almost feel like those are more dangerous because you have 40 people walking through that day versus in a regular house where there was only one couple walking through that day. So I would definitely, start off by putting the hand sanitizer on, go inside the house, do your thing, and then literally right when that door's closed, put that hand sanitizer back because it's going to be, that is the most for your hands, right? And if you wore the gloves even, then it's like you're touching the dirty gloves after. So I think those are the two best things to do.
Question, because you just brought up a really great point, which obviously is the social distancing physically, but how do we respectively, social media market and still respect, I guess, those who really think us as real estate agents are, and how do I say this politely, greedy pigs, because we're still trying to provide for our families.
Okay, here's my argument. Every single restaurant, right, had to close and offer delivery, right? And everybody wants to support them. Why is my small business different than my friend who owns a restaurant? I've helped 50 people literally in the past 2 years buy houses and go from paying rent to buying a home. So how am I different? So keep that mindset to yourself, right? And don't feel guilty about what we do from that perspective, because we're still a small business, just like all these other small businesses. The nail salons, you don't think they're going to probably push out some serious discounts when this is done? just to get people in there because they know people are going to need their nails, but they want to be where they go first. So I think that we're just doing what everyone else has to do. So when we present it to our audience, I think we need to come from a place of just because you're stuck at home doesn't mean you have to stop shopping for a house. When this is over, I'll take you house hunting. See what I'm saying? So it's like we can come from a place of let's prepare. I'm a super proactive person, so why don't we be proactive as our buyers? And here's the example. See this property right here, Stearns Ave? I wasn't even going to share the virtual tour. And then I called the owner and I said, since we're going to list this right when this is over, can I pre-market this? So now I'm going to, guess what I'm doing? Off-market sale. So yeah, I'm not going to be live on MLS with any of my listings unless it's 100% empty. That's it. But I definitely will put all of my future listings all over the internet right now, everywhere I possibly can. Make sense? Bill? Okay. Do you guys know how to do an off-market listing?
As a buyer's agent, where would you go to find those listings?
Well, through us. So the joy of being agents amongst each other. So I think that you'll find them with other realtors. I think you should definitely add other realtors as your friends on Facebook. I'm friends with a lot of different agents at different companies, and they post off markets all the time. Here's the other thing, Facebook groups. So let's just go to my groups, right? So we have groups. Here's some that I have as groups, but let me just type in investors. So let's say I know that Angela works a lot with investors. So see this group right here? It has 3,226 members. I am a member of this group. I can now put my investment off market, post it in this group, and now I have 4,000 investors that will see that. Can Zillow do that for us? No. So I would say that groups is the way to go for that. Yard sale groups. So how about this one? So I run
the group, or how did the group get to 4,000?
Oh, the group owner. I mean, they just kept adding people and that's what they would do. So how about this one? This one's for rentals. So there's a rental group, South Shore Rentals, 6,000 members. So when I have a South Shore rental, I'm going to put it in here. And if I made a video, I'm posting the video of it. If I'm co-broking, I'll say what that is. We don't need here. I love MLS because it puts everything pretty for us all in one place. But we don't really need it anymore to sell when people are legitimately looking at Facebook for everything. I mean, my stepdaughter literally looked up like tattoo company on Facebook. She didn't even go to Google. So I think that we need to use this little search bar up here more, right? So you have Massachusetts, here's our realtor group, and then here's friends. So what about yard sales? Like Boston yard sale, right? Look how many people are in this thing. This thing has 15,000 members. So here's what I would do. If I have a Boston listing, I don't right now, but I would message the admin, which you can usually find out right here who that is, Jack. I would add him as a friend, message him and say, hey, Jack, because we're trying to social distance and be super safe, is it okay if I post like a listing a week? You know, or maybe in 2 weeks, can I post a listing? Like, just, you know what? You'll never get anything in life if you don't ask. And if you get tight with these admins, they'll let you do whatever you want. So example, case in point. So Norwood Now is our Facebook Norwood page. This is where our office is. 12,000 members. Just want to show you guys something. Look at that. I'm an admin. I got close with him. He made me an admin. So that's what you should do with all your pages, is become kind of an information center. So then people find value in what it is you do. Now, don't look advertising like, because people hate that. If you're just like, use me as a buyer, do this. Like, show value. Because when you show value, people are actually really happy about the value you share. And then they like you and they like your stuff. So I don't just post stuff about real estate in there. I'll post like a really nice restaurant I went to in Norwood. I'll post if the weather is crappy, whether or not, trash is getting picked up. So you just want to do kind of anything that you can to get in. But in this market right now, I would have no problem if I wasn't an admin messaging this guy and saying, hey, is it okay? And before you do that, check the rules. So if you go to the about section, you'll see the group rules, typically somewhere over here, right here. Look at the group rules and see if it says houses. See if it says not allowed to sell things. Here's an example. If I go to Dedham Everything, I think it's like Dedham Everything. Everything right here. I think it's this one. I believe this is it. Yeah, this guy, he said, Business Week, what's going on this week? This guy lets us advertise on Mondays only. So go to each group, join them around your area, and find out what it is you can and can't do, and use that as your outlet. You can sell a house probably within its own town page if it's at the right price and has the right marketing. And you can probably get leads there as well, because the minute somebody in this group says, oh, does anyone know who I could call to rent this house? Nancy Clemens is right on that in 2 seconds. And that's because she's in this group. So, and you want to be that realtor. So that doesn't look bad. You're still coming from a place of helping. We are service. We want to help. We wouldn't be doing this business if we didn't enjoy making people happy, finding them homes and selling their homes. So it's too much work for us to not enjoy it. So I definitely think that if you join these groups, we'll be able to market everything better. So
second responders.
What was that?
We're second responders.
Yeah. I think in this case, we're first responders, considering the crap that's falling through because the court's being closed. But yeah. So when you think of Facebook, think of it like your personal page, and then there's like a separate entity completely, which is the business side, and that's like the Facebook ads and advertising. But then there's that middle section, and that's the part that connects. And that connection, like you can see this picture's perfect right here, because it literally will show that by connecting those two sides is what these groups designed. And you can find a group on anything. Literally, there's realtor groups. I mean, I don't know if you guys are part of Lab Code Agents, but this one has, I think, 115,000 members. And then I'm in this group, which is actually like a rated R type real estate group. Then there's like a Keller Williams group, and the one that I just joined, Pivot, about the shift of the market. And that's a Keller Williams group. But again, these are groups. There's no recruiting allowed in these things. These are complete information groups. They block recruiting. So definitely I would say go group hunting, and that'll also help you. It'll also suggest groups. So if you go to groups, it might say like, suggested for you. Oh, why not? Join group. They'll ask questions. Sometimes you can submit, sometimes you don't have to. This one forces you. I'll go back later. So Massachusetts home buyer seller. So chances are, by the way, that was probably designed by a real estate agent or a mortgage broker. So be mindful of which ones you pick. But the yard sale groups, though, like where literally they sell stuff. So like this one right here, Norwood Yard Sale, has 10,000 members. You are not allowed to post listings here. But I guarantee you, if I go and message this admin and tell her about what we're trying to do to social distance, she'll probably let us. And that's what you guys should do with all of yours. And here's the other thing. If I get blocked from these groups, I don't want to get blocked from Norwood now, because obviously that's like my baby. But if I get blocked from like this site, for instance, I'm not going to cry about it. So if you really have a listing you really want to sell, I would just go and start posting them in all the groups. And if people delete them or block them, whatever, people still saw them before people got there, I will warn you though, if you do too much too soon, Facebook will actually put you in jail, and you don't want to go to Facebook jail. So if you've never added groups and you've never done any of this stuff, just do it slow. Add like 10 yard sales a day and just do it really slow, because you don't want them to start to think you're doing something funny. And then the other place, and this is a huge thing that a lot of people don't know, is Marketplace. And there you can absolutely post houses. So let's go to right here, Marketplace. I do see some comments, so I'll read them while this loads. Okay, here we go. Let me go read some comments. Check them out before you go. Thank you, Angela. Angela, I'll add you after. Can you post apartments? Yes, you can.
Because I haven't watched it. I don't know exactly what happens between him and this lady and how he goes about trying to get her killed.
Is this a movie we're talking about? Okay. All right. So here we have Marketplace. So see where it says selling? I'm just going to type in right here. Home sales. Oh, excuse me. Pretty crazy though, huh? Look at that. Home sales near Walpole. This is it. I mean, how sad is that? You know there's a lot more houses for sale right now in Walpole, right? Let's do, where are you at, Bill? What city? Is he there?
Me, Bill?
Yeah, where are you? What city?
I'm in Windham, New Hampshire.
Okay, so Wyndham.
Windham, Windham.
And let's do homes. So make sure you have the categories because this is what people do. Oh, and again, why is that not working? Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Wyndham, New Hampshire. Okay. All right, there you go. Do you know any of these? Bill?
I'm familiar with some of them.
Okay, are any of them yours?
No.
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 Do you have any in Wyndham right now for sale?
We
So
do,
then-
and we're not here.
Yeah, so you need to be here. So see, so like right there. And it's super easy again. Everything is so easy to do on Facebook. I mean, peanuts. That's it. This one page, you're done.
I'm going to plead the fifth and blame my wife, Deb 40, for not doing it.
It's my first class ever for all you guys. It's okay. Okay, so the other thing, I had a video the other day on CMAs, and I cannot tell you how important it is if you're going to list anything right now in this current market for it to be priced right. So if a seller has crazy pricing, you know, this is what I would say. I would say, I'm going to list it this way during this market, but if it doesn't sell during this virtual world, we're going to then list it for this price on market because we're going to have to make a significant price reduction in order to be competitive when the market returns. Does that make sense? And put that in the writing. So when you have your list agreement for that 6-month period, say month 3, price drop 50,000, whatever it is that you need to get to that number. Don't even do small increments because there's no point in this environment to do that. So just allow that big drop and then you'll sell in one weekend when this is done. The other thing is that if you are pricing a house, you want to make sure that it's priced based upon it being a little bit under to create that buzz so you can virtually sell it. Because if you price it almost perfect, you're probably not going to get as much activity unless you go straight MLS. So in order to virtually sell it without the MLS, I would definitely, you know, drop it a little under that and know that you'll get some sort of activity, probably end up somewhere around where you would have listed it on the MLS. And then if you list it on the MLS, just have it in the showing instructions. So many agents don't have in the showing instructions what to do right now. And I would, and here's the other thing, I would put it in the remarks. So if I was doing this house right here, virtual, I would do this. And I can't see MLS really riding us right now, but Jim said, you know, it would be okay. But so here, say virtual tour on Facebook Sunday. And that's it. And hopefully they'll be smart enough to like put the address in there or something like that. What I want is MLS to give us permission to put the stupid URL in there, but that'll probably never happen. So you can, though, put the URL in showing instructions. So that's where you can say, agents, send your clients to my virtual tour on Sunday. And then you can say, we'll honor all buyer agents. And that's where you're going to get the other buyer agents to help you with your virtual tour, because
Wow.
they may share it. See what I'm saying? Because imagine this. So imagine if I go onto this listing, let's just do a search, okay? I'm going to show you guys, because agents are what are going to save this, to be honest. It's not going to be the buyers. It's going to be each other. So I'm going to do Norwood. 7 houses, right? I click on this. Now when I go and I see all the activity here, I'm going to go down to showing instructions, and there's freaking nothing. So I don't even know. It says schedule is showing time. Well, here's the problem. The problem is I don't even know if the people live there, you know, where I think right now we should be required to say, is this owner occupied? Is it not? This is not public. Showing instructions is just for us. So I think here is where you would say, like, buyers agents welcome to share Facebook virtual tour, all buyer agents, just like an open house. If you had an open house and you put a sign and 40 people walk in and they all are with the same agent, they're still using that agent, you know? So I think that we need to kind of be a little less like want double side deals and things like that, and offer the co-brokes out there. Because if you give 50% of your commission to someone, they're going to market that property for you. So say it. Agents feel free to market on behalf, like whatever. These are the instructions we're giving to anyone reviewing the listing. Because the worst thing is when they don't know what they're doing. So help the agent help you. Make sense? Can't do coming soon anymore. No, that's not true. So here's the thing, right? There's coming soon on MLS, and then there's coming soon in real life. So if I do search coming soon on MLS for the whole state, where is my coming soon? Right here. Let me just uncheck that. Okay, so here's single family coming soon. 64 in the whole state when we have like 10,000 houses for sale. You know, here's Winchendon. So these are legit coming soons. So this is where MLS knows a property is about to come. And then once that property is listed, it's going to be for sale. Now, it may be that this person, Marin Real Estate, could be an investor and they're flipping that house. So right now it's coming soon here, but when it goes live, it could be listed for $450. But then there's another coming soon. And that's where you yourself off market a property. And the way you do that, and you'll see that yourself on Zillow, is coming soon. So if you go to Dotloop, let me show you real quick. I won't go through the actual form, but I'll just show you where it is. Because this is another way to market. And this is what I'm doing with both properties right now, Dedham and Westwood. So go to templates and go to, you could even go to Century 21 custom forms. And up here, type in non, and it's right there, non-MLS. So this form right here tells MLS, I'm going to market this house, but I am not putting it on the MLS. Did everybody know about this form?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So by doing that, now you have the right to, you can market this anywhere you want in the world, as long as it's within our ethical guidelines, okay? So don't be unethical with this, because then people will look at you and complain. And the first place that you're gonna get a complaint is from not offering a co-broke. So there's a lot of agents that use this form to not have to offer co-brokes. And the way I feel about that is all you're doing is asking for hornets to come and attack you. Like you're better off just offering the co-broke because you're trying to sell this property. So have them fill this out, have them fill out a list agreement, but when they do that, in the additional provision section, literally you would just have them write in the additional provisions that you're not going to put it on the MLS. So right at this end where we never put anything. So additional terms, I would say, will not put on MLS until COVID is done, or after pandemic, we'll list on MLS for now, off market, whatever, okay? Use the term non-MLS instead of off market, because if MLS requests our agency form, you don't want it to look all like pocket listing like. And then basically if you, because pocket listings technically aren't allowed, but they haven't given guidance on that. But the reality is off market is someone who doesn't want to put it on MLS. The home seller has an option to say, I don't want my stuff on MLS. You know what I'm saying? So then if I go to Zillow, I'm also, I'm going to log into Zillow. I also want to show you guys a trick, okay? But you have to seriously keep it kind of secret within the company. Let me go to dashboard. So if you're a Premier agent, it lets you do a lot. Here's my inbox. Okay, here we go. Go back. Let me just close this out. All right, so I'm going to go to my profile. Okay. Okay. View. Here we go. All right. So see listings. My listings. See how you have yours here? Okay. So in the past, you could actually do what was called an off-market listing, and Zillow pretty much made that impossible now that you can't do that. So that's why, unfortunately, the only way you're going to be able to do anything is through your social media or Redfin. Like, I'm actually a Redfin partner, so I can do coming soons there. So I can help you if you really, really want a coming soon officially on Redfin. Shoot me a message and I'll help you. I'll have to somehow be on that paperwork just for the sake of Redfin, but I'll, you know, obviously I won't take anything. I just need to market it. So now inbox. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Len. I just wanted to add something.
Yes.
The apartment for rents, you can put no address in. There's a little icon you can click on.
Yep.
And if you're going to put rentals in, I would suggest doing that. Just because people will just go directly to the house. And in some cases, especially I'm in Somerville, a lot of multifamilies, you know, some of them are owner occupied, and people just start showing up at the doors. So if you click into one of your apartment listings, there's a spot that you can click and you can ping an intersection, but you don't put the actual address in.
Okay.
Because you don't want people just showing up at the house. MLS is different because obviously we have a contract.
Yes.
Have the address in, but for apartments, I would not, in Zillow, I would never put an address in. I just put the intersection.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. No, it makes sense. I mean, it does, because and plus they're going to turn it to scams. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but they'll take your listing, even on Pinergy, and they will literally turn it into like say it's a $3,000 rental. They'll turn it into $1,500 on Craigslist and ask for the first month and scam out people, and it's not they're literally scammers. So be very careful. And the same thing with sales. Like, they'll say that this house is for rent, even though it's for sale. So you'll see that too, because someone might message you and say, "Oh, I'm looking for a rental," and it's your sale, and you're like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Oh." So especially with empty homes, be careful. But I'm going to show you guys a real quick little trick. So if you've ever been a Premier agent, like ever, you have access to this cool little thing called Zillow Map. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so see view zip map. And so do you guys see how low I pay to be a Zillow Premier agent? $16 a month. So you can do this too, because if you click on the map, they only require 1% of lead in order to purchase. So if I select the zip for Canton, I literally, for $30 a month, could be Canton. You can only get this through the app. If you call them, they're going to charge you like $500. So if you log into your Zillow Premier account, see under advertising if you have that map. If you don't have the map, it's probably not going to work right now because they're watching it very closely. So unfortunately, it's probably only for old Premier agents. But right now, where you can boost things and have a little bit more access, if you're doing virtual tour, just go in and add yourself. I mean, you could literally put in like Berkshires and be $10 a month a Premier agent. Okay. So it's just a little trick for you guys. All right. All right. So once you go and you add it to Facebook Marketplace, again, people are going to contact you through it and they're going to ask you questions. So where they're going to send it is your personal page, because that's where you're posting it from Marketplace. Any questions on that?
No, other than you just opened up a can of worms.
With what? With Zillow?
Zillow Premier Agent, okay?
Yeah.
And obviously, we do the same, similar, where we buy kind of like low cost areas, like at Premier.
Yeah.
But that's the part that we struggle with the most is, I guess when we do receive calls that we're really kind of not paying a premium for, it's because of and I know the company pitches it all the time, and that is the, not the referrals, but the recommendations. What do we use? Real Satisfied, right?
Yep.
So Real Satisfied doesn't communicate with Zillow. So you have to have kind of your own Zillow, highly recommended, things, as well as your Real Satisfied. So is there a way to combine the Real Satisfieds? Because, in our case, we have hundreds of Real Satisfieds, but we'll say 50 Zillows. Okay.
I know.
But
I know.
But connecting them, and it's tough to ask people, can you fill out 3 different forms, okay, for 3 different,
I know, no, it's so annoying. I know exactly what you're saying. It's actually one of my biggest pet peeves is that there isn't just that one platform that can syndicate to all of them. Like if MLS could create some sort of testimonial thing that syndicates the way they do our listings, it would be great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think so I would just say, hey, here's the testimonial you gave me with Real Satisfied, and cut and paste it to them and say, can you just cut and paste this into Zillow? Maybe that's the way to go. It's frustrating either way, because you want to have the street cred on Real Satisfied, but then here you also want it and you can't.
But the question would be, because the company obviously pushes us towards Real Satisfied, and before the company in Real Satisfied, we always pushed all of our clients to Zillow.
Yep.
Now we've been pushing them to Real Satisfied, and our Zillow rankings have lowered. Okay.
So I will tell you, Zillow, is not number 1 anymore. Redfin is. I mean, people are searching on Redfin houses way more than Zillow.
Yeah, so that's a whole new world for me. I don't even understand that world.
Yeah, well, it's a brokerage. So, I mean, it's literally a brokerage. So Redfin, so I'm actually a partner agent on Redfin. So I have access to agent tools. And I'll just show you real quick. So this is, again, it's the whole social media world.
On Redfin?
It's a partner. It's the same way that we are with Opcity. I am. You have to you have to interview for them, basically. But see here, ad coming soon. So I can add any house coming soon on Redfin. The problem is it has to be my listing, or it has to be my team, So that's why I'm saying, if someone has a coming soon, and again, this is something that you just need that extra oomph of searching, because you can't do it marketing 2.0 or whatever, because it just won't work with just Facebook, like $1 million listing or something. That's where the coming soon would come into play. And then you can make a little note on it that says, if you really, check out the pre-virtual tour coming soon. And then by giving that link, you can say, contact me if you're interested to see it. Right. So it's all about, everything is about funneling. The page that tells you can't give strict instructions, funnel to the page that
with the Redfin brokerage, is it more of a listing benefit than, we'll call it, a marketing benefit?
So Redfin Partner was available until Remax partnered with them to have exclusive, and then Remax ended up kind of freaking out and dropped the partnership, but then they shut down the program. So the partner program is done. So I'm grandfathered in, which is why I'm in it. So they did have at one point, you could partner with them, and you had to interview a legitimate interview. You had to do a job interview to be a partner. So I have that access that anybody could really utilize if they want. So,
So does it cost?
what was that?
What's the cost?
There's no cost. It's a partnership, so it's like a referral based business. It's almost like Redfin's like my best friend sending me listings and leads.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I got lucky when I joined it. It was like last year before it went and it stopped. I may be able to get people in. If you send me an email, I'll see if they're still allowing like private entry, like where I could like message the guy and he calls you.
We'll
But
call them people.
it's
in
a
your
30%.
group.
What was that?
We'll call them people in your group.
No, I'm the only one. You need to have done like 8 deals in the past 12 months.
Yeah. So if we've done that, I mean,
Yeah, then you can get on. So the whole point of the Redfin partner program is to get leads, but they allow you to do coming soons because you are a Redfin partner. So it's just their system, the way they allow it.
but do you want them a piece of the commission?
Well, it's my listing. I get the whole commission for coming soon, but when I get leads from them, it's like a referral. Like if I gave you a referral to someone in New Hampshire, it's the same thing. So it's a referral partnership. Like, have you heard of Estately or Opcity is the same referral partnership? But Estately is another one too. Yeah, that's the other thing. While you guys are all like here in this like virtual world, like look at ways to get leads. Lead generation also is super important. And we can lead generate through ClickFunnels, but you also want to lead generate through other methods like partnerships. Like Jim does that for us as a company whole. But you also have other entities that do it as well. There's actually a group, referral, real estate referrals. See, and you can get this across state lines. So this one has 11,000 people in it. So again, add these groups. Very important. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all these have great ways for us to connect. And that's what we have to do in these times. So, the other thing is TikTok videos. Do you guys know what those are? Do you guys know what TikTok video is?
No.
No. Okay, so TikTok is like kind of the new, how Instagram became popular after Facebook was popular, and now TikTok, it's all like funny videos and stuff. So let me see if I can video. I'll just show you this one real quick. So it's like stuff like funny. They're 60-second videos. They're not stories, but they're fast videos. And basically the whole concept is that you're trying to go viral by doing something kind of funny and cute. So I have a couple I can post for some ideas for you guys, but definitely look at TikTok as well. So here's the thing. If you have a listing, make a TikTok video on the listing, because again, everything becomes Google search. So when you Google search that property, you want to actually, you want to be number one, not even Zillow, you know, like you want to be up here. And the only way you're going to get there is the more places it is on the internet. Make sense? Let me just see real quick. I'm trying to think of somebody. Let me see. So I'm going to actually, my friend Samantha just did one. So yeah, this one was on like Zumba, but just to show you what they look like. So she did this, she's a mortgage girl. Okay. So she's literally basically showing how, I don't know if you guys know that, that Olympic sport, what do they call it? Where they're like scraping the ice and they're moving the puck while they're scraping it. I can't remember right now, but she's making fun of that, basically saying curling. Yes. I knew Marty, you would know that. And then, so they were making fun of like curling, where her Roomba is like her curling her Roomba in her living room, because that's what she's doing during the quarantine, you know? So it's stuff like that. So you got fitness people doing it. I was trying to see if any of the realtors I know that were doing it. Oh, you know what? I know who does it. I'm sorry. it's a Dallas, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio realtor. Off the top of my head. And I see her videos all the time on TikTok. It's driving me crazy right now that I can't remember. So basically, if you do one of those videos and it goes viral, that'll get your listing viral too. So it's not just about necessarily boring stuff, but let's say you have a really nice pool on one of the listings, then that could make it go viral. You know, and they play songs with it. So the whole point of it is basically that they'll play songs with it. And so for instance, if it was a pool, let's say that there's like a Jamaican music playing in the background, and then you could put words under it. You guys just need to kind of go and find one, but I'm trying to find this lady. Hold on. I'm going to share it to my page right now. So that way I can show you it. I had to go on my phone to do it. I'm sorry. So here, I'm going to show you it. This is a realtor. Oh, that's her name, Heather. There we go. So see, this is a realtor in quarantine. So that one is not realtor related, but she's done a bunch that are. So she's done one about pre-approvals and things like that. I've done them as well, but I'm not gonna, sit here and show mine right now. But you can go find them if you want. So she does these videos. She's very, very, very much into social media. She's all over the place. That's the other thing. Add people like this, because it's people like this who are going to give you ideas on what to do. So add people that you are like and that you like to see, because they'll give you ideas. And plus they'll share your listings and share your stuff because they like your stuff. So I think I have a lot today that we've done. Do you guys have any questions or things you want to see more of? I got Facebook ads, LinkedIn, and what else? Comments. Hudson, to walk the dog. Maryland.
Sophie, I have a question. I know we spoke about this the other day. It's a time.
Yes.
The non-MLS form. So if I have my seller sign that and I'm not going to have it off of MLS for like the first month.
Yeah.
What about when I go list it?
Oh, no, it's fine, because your list agreement is going to be for the whole time we have it as a broker. But the actual non-MLS section is only the part that your client chooses. So once they shoot you an email and it says, okay, let's go MLS now, this isn't working, you're good. Put it on MLS. So when you fill out that form, make sure that you fill out the list agreement time for the whole time. So there's no set time that they can come back and say, oh, it's got to go at this time. So under the non-MLS listing form. And that's, again, ours. When I speak of anything in this video, by the way, it's mainly Massachusetts. I'm sorry. I don't know the New Hampshire rules, so check with like Deb on that, Bill. But see here, contract start date, contract end date. So that's your contract. It doesn't need to be the time that the MLS is either on or not, okay? All right. What else? What else? What else? What else? Bill, anything? Anybody? Okay, well, I think we got a lot of stuff. So if I did, so we have a jam-packed schedule with Rob, and I said this earlier, Rob D'Amico, I said this earlier, and here's the thing is, like, we have stuff right now that you never would have gotten otherwise while we were all busy in the spring market, like things like Pathway to Mastery, the Buffini stuff. I would jump on that stuff, even if it's literally that you have it muted and no video and you're eating food. Like, it's such good stuff to listen to, even while you're in the middle of work, that you'll never be able to get this much information that quickly. So he has a jam-packed schedule for you guys, him and Richie. And if you guys want on Saturday and Sundays when they don't have classes, I can send out some invitations for the Facebook ads, the LinkedIn, and stuff like that. So I'm already doing one with my team anyways on the weekend for CMAs because Angela asked. So I can do that if you guys want. So I have Facebook ads and LinkedIn as the next needs for social media. And I can also do this stuff one-on-one as well. If you guys want to have a little more help with Maxa and stuff, and shoot her an email and say, I'm doing 101 on Maxa, you know, and I'll invite you to Zoom and we'll do it. So, okay, what else? When do we sleep? I sleep really good. I go to bed like at 12 and wake up at 8:30 and I sleep good.
Okay.
And I drink a lot of coffee and fruit punch. Okay. Anything else? I'll send everyone those links. I'll send you guys a PDF. Oh, I have this really nice PDF I took, and I'll change it to us so we can use it. Show you real fast. So this is actually the COVID seller action plan. And then I also have seller responses in case they give pushback. So this seller's action plan kind of is a little graphic, and it says like what to do. And then I also have this one on virtual open house. So I'll make this not Keller Williams. But it's all for us. It was all shared in the group. They weren't all companies. I mean, remember, we're saving our industry. This is not company to company, broker to broker. This is literally as agents, we are coming and we're coming together to be better as agents, and the ones that survive will and the ones that won't. But at the end of the day, we work for Century 21, so we should be able to survive. So you have Canva here, some Facebook. So this is a nice little graphic too, and I'll send this to you guys as well, okay? But I'm just gonna clean it up a little.
Hey, so you're doing a lot of things on sellers. How about buyers?
So anything, so I feel like, you know, you're right, but I feel like anything, if you can get a listing right now, then a buyer, it's the same way, but just a different path. So it's like, you're going to do it the same steps. Like I would post like my buyers had, you know, where it's just sold. It would be, I just sold from buyer side, or I just went under contract. Like for instance, today, Donna Perry had a sale close or picked up a check for it. And now I can post and say, just sold. Thanks, Donna. You know, even in this market, we're getting things done, you know? You know, I mean,
a home.
What was that?
My advice with your buyers, sell them a home.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, you just got to look like you're busy. Just don't look like you took a vacation, you know, and then people will remember and they'll see that. Like just talking today with you guys, 15 notifications have come through from things I've posted at various places. So, I mean, that's a lot of people liking, commenting, and they see I'm active, you know. But the biggest takeaway, honestly, I cannot stress this enough, is like each other's stuff. The minute you see it, like it, because then it'll move to the top. And I don't care if that's out of state too. Like I want to like everything Deb posts. I want to, you know, if it's about like her nephew or something, maybe, you know, I'll just move on. But if it's about real estate, like it, just like it. And like it anyways. It helps make people feel good that you're liking their stuff, you know? So I wanted to talk about the listings, the digital marketing, the attaching the resources, and the best way to video social media. Is there anything else?
We're good.
Okay, awesome. So I'll send some messages over the weekend for Facebook ads, LinkedIn. I'll try to make it early in the day so we're not all going crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elf. Have a great day.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, guys. All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Someone was going to stay late for something, right?
Not me.
No, it was in the beginning. Something about Facebook.
How do I get out? go out of here.
It's okay. Lydia. Okay, Lydia, I'm going to invite you to a new one. Oh, actually, I could stop recording. No, I'll invite you now. Just stay here. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hold on, Lydia. You can unmute yourself, Lydia. There's 12 people still here. They just have to leave unless they want to learn. Let me stop recording.